You're checking out the brand new Asus VivoTab RT tablet PC here in an unboxing. As you can see here, we have a beautiful design as always by Asus with a nice metal coating. This is a tablet with docking station also, as you know already from the Android Asus transformer, but it costs a little bit more. There's Windows 8 RT installed, that's why it's called RT. There's also non-RT version, and you can also look it up under the name TF600T. The transformers have the model numbers TF100, 200, 300 and 700. So we have two different color options, but right now let's check out the specs. We have GPS installed, 2 GB of DDR3 RAM, then NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor. There is a battery in the keyboard which has 3000 milliamps with 2 cells, and then 6700 milliamps is also in the tablet itself. So you should get up to 16 hours of battery life when using both. Then we have 8 megapixel camera and a 2 megapixel camera in the front, Bluetooth 4 and Wi-Fi BG, and also inside, as I said, there's two colors as you can see here. This is the darker one, there's also brown, and from the front, as you already know from most iPad devices or Apple devices, there is also here a look from the side when in the full size when you just look at the box. So opening it up, you will find the tablet itself right away on top. It's not that light, but it feels quite hard and quite good and sturdy. Then we have the dock on the bottom right there, so we will take that out also and unbox it in just a second. Let's see first what else we get inside the box. For example, the USB plug, which is of course for charging the device. I don't know how many hours it will take. I would say at least 4 or 5 like with the iPad, but what's interesting about Asus is that you have a 15 volt power adapter, which is bad because you can only use this adapter to really charge your tablet, and if this breaks you have to pay Asus a lot of money, since no other company is making 15 volts USB chargers. So what else we have inside the box is of course here a short little manual box, which is, well, not that interesting. Then we have also a USB cable for charging, and this is again a special cable, since this side is especially made for Asus tablets for years now. As you can see here, this is kind of like with a lot of pin adapter that what's them called, Apple had before, but now they have Lightning. Then we have also here the same thing for Apple for Asus adapter to USB adapter, so you can use actually your tablet also with one USB stick at least if you carry this little adapter with you. So that's quite nice by Asus. Let's put the box to the side and let's see what the tablets do for us. So let's take it out of this foil. Already see on the back we have NFC built in, which is of course a good thing. Then we have also this camera here in the back. So 8 megapixel camera with flash, the NFC area is right there. You can see Asus right there here in this nice little metal cover here, aluminum, and Windows RT and FCC and everything on the back as stickers. Then we have here a speaker on the left, a speaker on the right, which is quite nice, little holes, and the top is actually plastic, so everything, for example the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and everything, get through quite easily. Then on this side we have here the micro HDMI port here behind this little flap, which feels also quite good. Let me close it up again. Then we have also here the micro SD card reader for the 64 gigs. If you want to have in more, just take out this dummy and put in your micro SD. I think another 64 gigs should go inside. And then we have here this little thing is for taking it out of the dock. The dock connector is actually on the bottom, and also the charging connector, as you can see here right on the side, and these other two holes are for holding it steady inside the docks. And then we have here volume control and of course headphone and microphone port in one. On the top there's the on and off switch with a small little LED that shows you if the device is charging, and there's one little hole right here, and I think the microphone is actually on this side. And from the front you can see that we have a huge bezel actually. You can see it here. And on the bottom also even bigger, there's a Windows button, so you can always go back to the Windows Modern UI interface. On the top there's the camera, and then we have again here a sticker with a few features, and that hides here again the really big bezel. So let's put this to the side. I just put it on my iPad 3, and let's see how this dock actually looks like without this ugly little foil here. So you can see we have here really nice keyboard. It feels as always really good by Asus, like on the netbooks, even better than on my ultrabooks that I had in the last few weeks. You can see on the bottom also we have a huge trackpad with left and right mouse button. Everything else is well regular to Windows. And then on the top, of course, here you need this for opening and closing up the tablet, which I will put in just a second. On the side you can see we have also here this Asus charging port, which you can use also the adapter again here with for USB. So you have one USB on this side. On the back there's of course nothing, and on the other side we have here another USB 2.0 port. So you have actually two USBs on the tablet or on the dock itself, which is quite nice for using your mouse and keyboard. You don't need that, but actually a mouse you would use with this, and maybe even another adapter or an external hard drive, for example. And there's also a battery inside, which it says right here 16 hours of battery life with the dock and the tablet here in one piece. And on the bottom, of course, you have here small rubber feet and, well, a nice design, but you cannot, of course, change anything inside there. So before we will put the tablet inside the dock, you can see actually here my iPad 3 in the back or on the bottom. You can see that the iPad 3 is actually thicker than this Asus VivoTab. So that's quite interesting for people thinking about buying one of these. But the VivoTab has a 16:9 screen, so you can see actually that in terms of width this makes a difference. So there's at least 1 or 2 centimeters here on the right that are that it is wider, but the iPad is 4:3, so you can see that in this scenario the iPad would be actually wider here 1 centimeter. So you have to decide if you want to read more or want to watch more movies. And then let's put this inside the dock, just like this. When you use it for the first time, just put it down and slide it in. It's not that easy, but I will manage, I hope. There we go. Just slide it in, there we go. And then you can see this is quite a thin device, thinner than most ultrabooks or than most netbooks and maybe even ultrabooks I know. This would actually go through as an ultrabook, but of course this is a convertible device. And then you can just really hold it on the top and open it up, and then it shouldn't be that hard to use. Actually, it's not openable with one hand because it's really sturdy, but you can open it up with 2 hands quite easily, and then you can work really nicely, and you can open it up quite far, as you can see here, which is totally enough for using it in your lab. So thank you much for watching, and this was the unboxing of the Asus VivoTab RT here. Thank you much for watching. Till next time, please tune in again, and this was Endeavor TV.